Okay folks, this is going to be an install video for my reverse to low gated shifter. Obviously I've got the seats in the console already out to help keep the video shorter. We're going to be installing in these two holes, about 1-inch diameter holes on an angle to each other that are in the pivot bracket. A couple of things to do before you start: remove the bushing from your shift cable, reinstall it in the opposite direction. Pull this pin out of your old shift lever and reinstall it in the new shift lever in the opposite direction after you slide this bushing onto the new shift lever. This is the bracket. Mounting bolt will have a big washer on it and then a small washer. That's the way they go. So here we go. Slide your bracket on. Reach in here, start one of the mounting bolts with washers. Once it starts, go ahead and grab the other one. Start it. Once it starts, push this bracket up against that lever and hold it there. And screw everything up very tight. And once you get it pretty close to very tight, then wiggle the bracket some, and that'll help get those two little washers inside the hole. You're going to want the top of this bracket parallel to the top of that bracket. Once that's where you like it, tighten both these bolts. They don't have to be gorilla tight, they just need to be good and snug. Use a 1/4-inch ratchet for every one of them that I install. Once you get that done, slide your one bushing, I only use one bushing nowadays, onto the pivot. Take your new shift lever with the pin installed, drop it into the slot, put that onto the pivot. Take your E-clip, get it started in the slot. Make sure it's fully seated so that it doesn't come off and cause you problems later down the road. Once that's done, you can go ahead and put the cable onto the pin, and you've got a washer that goes on, and your safety clip. It goes in fully. Now then, this one has a U-style aluminum gate that I make myself, and when we install this thing, to get it adjusted correctly, you're going to want to machine in neutral. That's park, reverse, neutral, low, high. So we're going to go back to neutral. That's where we're going to start at. You're going to want a little bit of gap with the lever in neutral between this finger of aluminum and the bushing that's on the bottom of the shift lever. So just slide that thing in there. Eyeball it, get it about where you want, and go ahead and start 3 bolts. Passenger front, passenger rear, and driver rear. And that's when you want to get your little bit of gap between that finger of aluminum the back of that bushing. Get that where you want it. Then you're going to want to snug a couple of these bolts. Then you want to push your lever over towards the driver so that it's in this outside slot, passenger side slot. Push it up into reverse. You want a nice detented reverse, and when you let go of the shifter, you should have a little gap at the back behind this bushing. Go to low. same thing. You should have a little bit of slack once you let go of it between the plate and the bushing. Do it several times. Make sure it's where you like it. If it is, then we want to take your spring and have the bolt that holds the spring on. You'll have a bolt, a washer, and a bushing. Have that handy. Now you can take a small wire tie and compress these two arms, and it'll make it a little bit easier to install this. But with everything, seats and console out, this is pretty easy to install without doing that. Center the hole on the spring up with the threaded hole. Yep, I'll misalign that a little bit. Go ahead and snug it. And try everything again. Make sure it works correctly. If you get this slot working right, everything else will work correctly. Go to neutral, make sure you get past that little finger. If you like it, go ahead and snug them all down. You are done with the install itself. Try everything again, make sure you like it. Go over to park, reverse, neutral, low, high, reverse, you can go to low. And then what's good about this one is it pretty well keeps you in reverse and low, but when you want to go to high, it's still easy. So, Shabba Bind works like a champ. Reassemble everything and enjoy. Thank you.